Well, good evening, everyone. My name's Beck, and I'd love to welcome you to our Create Your Own Freedom event. This is a specific event for all of you beautiful mums out there, and we have some amazing mums lined up to talk to you tonight about what this business has done for them and their families, and what the product has done for them as well. So sit back. If you're a mum, I hope you're comfortable. Get some kind of drink in your hand, whether it be tea or something a bit stronger, and just sit back and enjoy hearing our stories. So for me, I came across the Juice Plus business 2 years ago now. I was travelling around Australia with my beautiful family in our caravan, and I was really looking for a way to earn money from my caravan as I travelled. I'm a high school teacher, but I didn't want to go off and do relief teaching. The whole purpose of our trip was to spend quality time with our kids before they went to school. So when I came across this product, I wasn't actually thinking, oh, this could be a business. I was just really run down at the time. I was drinking so much coffee and living off chocolate, and I was feeling a little bit psycho most days, just from sleep deprivation, I think. I also had a mouthful of ulcers. The doctor said to me, well, you just need more rest. And I said, yeah, well, I've got 2 kids a year apart in a caravan. They're 2 and 3. It's not going to happen. So when I heard about the product, I jumped on board straight away. And just the change in my energy, in just 2 or 3 days, I noticed an amazing turnaround in my energy. I was sleeping, still not huge amounts of sleep because I was being woken up, but when I did wake, I felt refreshed for the first time in a very long time. Over time, my mouth ulcers went, and after about 2 weeks on the product, I actually rang my beautiful friend that introduced me to it and said, look, this stuff's amazing. I could recommend this to anyone who's struggling as a mum, as I'm travelling around Australia. So that's really how my business was born, and I've been just so enjoying this journey ever since. I've met such an amazing community of positive women, and for the first time in my life, I'm actually enjoying working with women. So yeah, tonight we're going to hear from other mums who've also jumped on this journey. And so for right now, I'm going to hand over to Sarah. She's a lovely mum. She's going to tell us a bit about the products that I said that I started taking. So over to you, Sarah.
Sorry, one sec. Thanks, Beck. Hi guys, I get to talk to you about our amazing products and program tonight. So Juice Plus came into my life about 6 months ago now, and back then I was a tired and irritable mum with 3 girls, including a newborn baby, and my husband works away as well. So as a result of that, I was quite often reaching for quick and easy packet food. I was neglecting the health of my kids and myself, and we definitely weren't getting the recommended 9 to 13 serves of fruit and veggies a day. I was in a constant brain fog. I was relying on coffee to get me through the day. Every afternoon before school pickup, I was struggling to keep my eyes open, and I was pretty much falling asleep just when the time came that I had to go and pick my girls up from school. So when I came across the product, it was a bit of a no-brainer for me. It was a super convenient and affordable way to get optimal amounts of fruit and veggies into our diet every single day. And within probably the first couple of weeks, I started to feel fantastic. I had so much more energy. I was no longer needing to have that little nana nap every afternoon. My brain fog had lifted, and I was functioning on far less sleep, which was awesome because I had all of this time in the evening after I put the girls to bed to get things done. So I'm going to talk to you about what our products are. The first one basically is fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule. They help bridge the gap basically between what you do eat and what you should be eating every day. And the ingredients list is real food, over 30 different fruits and vegetables. They're non-GMO, they're herbicide and pesticide free, and our product is bioavailable. So because it's whole food, the body recognises it and absorbs it straight into the bloodstream within 5 minutes, and none of it is wasted. So it's very different to a supplement, which is actually fractured nutrients. usually synthetically derived, that our bodies just can't absorb. So Juice Plus has been around for about 25 years, and the product is grown on proprietary farms, so only for the Juice Plus company. We have records of these farms going back 3 generations to show that the produce is GMO free. The produce is grown to vine ripeness so that maximum amounts of nutrients is dumped into it, and it's then taken straight to the processing plant. It's not cold stored like it is at supermarkets. The whole product is then put into massive blenders and is pulped. So the pulp is then dehydrated at a very low temperature to avoid damaging the nutrients and enzymes, and is brought down to a powder form. So you have that concentrated whole food nutrition, which you can see in a capsule here. When the water is taken out, most of the carbohydrates and salt naturally comes out as well. So this makes it a great option for people who are on low sugar diets. And the powder is then put into a vegan capsule to preserve all of the enzymes and to avoid oxidization. The product is tested to 1 millionth herbicide and pesticide free, and is considered yeast free, mold free, bacteria free, and it's super clean. In fact, it's probably cleaner than organic eating, because I don't know that the farmers that I buy my organic produce from are testing their end results. We also have children's chews. Show you one of those, which is a completely natural. There's no nasties or fillers in those, and they're actually made with fruit pectins to give them that gummy consistency. Some natural sugars have been added because, as you can imagine, once all of the sugar has been removed from things like broccoli and kale, they don't taste that great. They're also sweetened with tapioca syrup. It's only about 1.5 grams per serve. So when you compare this to, say, a banana has around 17 grams of sugar. So it's actually really low in comparison. Now, the best part is when you're taking the products yourself, you can sponsor a child between the ages of 4 or 18 to get theirs for free. The children then become part of a worldwide health study, which has over 1.5 million kids taking part so far. My kids love these chews and are craving more fruits and vegetables. And for my baby, she suffered from very bad eczema on her cheeks, and she also had very painful diarrhea, she had painful constipation. So those 2 things have now fully cleared up since she's been on the products. So these are your micronutrients, which is your cellular health. The next product we have are our omegas. This one's here. So they're the newest addition to the Juice Plus family. Now, it's not a fish oil, but rather where the fish get their oils. It is a cold-pressed plant-based omega, and some of the ingredients include pomegranate seed oil, seed buckthorn fruit oil, raspberry seed oil. These ingredients actually contain naturally occurring omegas such as omegas 5, 6, 7, and 9, and they are so easy to swallow because they're flavoured with vanilla, orange oil, and rosemary oil, so there's no fishy taste. So the other amazing product we have is our complete powders. Now these are basically a vegan protein powder with a blend of superfoods, including ingredients such as broccoli sprouts, spirulina, mushroom powder, ancient grains, and the list goes on. Now these are available in convenient sachets and to preserve the enzymes, and it's approved by the Therapeutic Goods Association. So these are your perfect blend of your good fats, your protein, and your carbohydrates. These are your macronutrients, and the capsules are your micronutrients. So your body needs both of these to function efficiently. Myself and my kids have one of these each morning before school, blended up with some fruit, and it's just a great feeling for me to know that my girls are getting something healthy into their tummies where they would normally be eating something like rice bubbles or toast, which has no nutritional value. So Juice Plus is actually the most researched nutraceutical in the world. The research and science behind this product is amazing. So there's 38 peer-reviewed gold standard clinical studies, which are all published in medical journals. So far, they have discovered that Juice Plus significantly reduces systematic inflammation, reduces oxidative stress, helps protect and repair DNA, and supports the immune system. It also supports cardiovascular wellness, healthy gums, healthy skin, and so much more. The other standout for me is that the product is safe. So if you can eat fruit and vegetables, you're safe to take Juice Plus. It's safe for pregnant and breastfeeding women and for kids of all ages. Now, every customer that is on one of our products gains access to the Juicy Body Transformation Program. This is an online program which was created by Kira Westwick, who was a top 10 contestant on MasterChef back in 2014. And it's loaded with hundreds of healthy, family-friendly recipes, meal plans, shopping guides, and loads more. We've even got a shred component for those that are wanting to lose weight. There's no calorie counting and no deprivation. It's really all about eating real food and creating healthy cultures in the home. Kira is continually adding more value to this program all the time. So basically, if you were on this program, you would never need to be part of any other program again. So thanks for listening, and I'm going to hand you over to Bree.
Hello. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the product and the amazing things that it's been doing for me since I've been on it. I started the product 3.5 months ago, so it's not that long ago, but I started doing it with the Shred program. So I found out by the Shred that we have, which is a part of the program, and the product itself, which was really good for me to kickstart my healthy habit. My son at the time was 6 months old, so I was at a good stage to start, meal plan prepping and getting my life organised and not have to think about calorie counting or what I was actually making or prepping, because that's the hard stuff. Being a mum, you don't want to sit there and go, oh, how many calories is this? You just want to grab stuff off the shelf and get going. You're busy, your life is busy. So the Shred was really good for that. It made me feel that I can just grab everything I need, make my meals. And the product, I actually did notice within the first week, the energy levels were amazing. And then about a month in the product, I was actually sleeping a lot better. Even though my son was still up and down during the nighttime, my sleeping pattern for me, I actually was getting a deep sleep. So I felt that even by that stage that, I wasn't feeling sleep deprived. So my day was energized for him. And that's what I really wanted more than anything. So, and then the small things I just noticed my hair feeling a little bit thicker and it just feels shinier. It just looks cleaner. It doesn't look so oily and gross anymore. And even my skin has been feeling really, really good. I used to work in the mining industry and we had the worst food up there and my skin was always gross. It was always, dry and pimply and all the rest of it. But, it got better as I sort of got away from that, but it's even better now that I'm having the product. It is so much more clearer. And that's what I love about it. It's actually making changes and I get to see that. And I've only been in having the product for about 3.5 months. So that's how good it is. So thank you, Beck.
That's so good. I just love hearing your story, Bree, and Sarah's story about the changes it's brought to your health and helped you just do life better as a mum. That's really awesome. So now we're going to hear a little bit about the business side. I know when I found out this was a business opportunity, I had a few questions, and there are 2 questions that always seem to come up in this business. So I'm going to ask Bree to come back on, and she's going to just talk about the question about, is this a pyramid scheme? So thank you, Bree.
Hello again. Okay, so pretty much, yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about is the misconception about the business. Pyramid schemes, they were made illegal 40 years ago, and the Juice Plus business has been around for nearly 30 years. And it's around 27 countries in the world, so it's very legit. With these pyramid schemes, even though they are illegal, most companies around the world have a similar structure. So I previously worked, as I said before, in mining, and this was a large company, and I worked for one of the departments, which was exploration. So I'm going to, hopefully this all works out, first time ever. So a lovely little pyramid. I was down the bottom. Again, I also started as a field technician, and there's lots of other roles. There was geologists and pit techs that were in that level. So, it was a lot of competition to get to the next role, which I did get a couple of promotions, but one of the promotions was just a step across. So, you got all of those. But, the business goes all the way up to the top, and then you got CEO. And that is really hard to get to, especially as a female. even to get to general manager in the exploration department was just off the cards for me. So the best thing about Juice Plus is it's this beautiful rectangle shape, as you can see right here. You start off as a virtual franchisee, and it's only $165. And that's really good to start a business. It's really, really cheap. It's amazing. It's a godsend. So to get to the top, which is your national marketing director, you do this by helping each other. With other companies, positions rarely come available, and when they do, people are, you're really competing and you're fighting to get to those positions. And also companies are squashing positions, so when there was 3 roles, there's now only 1. So it is very hard to get to the next spot. But the best thing about Juice Plus is, you're helping each other. So you're working together and you're growing your business together, and you can do it at your own pace, but it feels really good. So that's the sort of environment that you want to be in, which is really, really lovely, that I find. The second part, I'll just clean this, excuse me. The second part of the business, or the misconception, is, do you need to know a lot of people? So as I said, I did the shred for 2 months, and I've only really been in the business for maybe 5-6 weeks. So at the moment, I've got happy customers. But when I started, I was introduced to the business by a friend called Jess. And Jess introduced me, and she also introduced quite a few other people to the business. That was her. And from that, she was introduced to the business by beautiful Carlina. And she also shared her business elsewhere around the place, who they also shared their business. And Carlina was introduced to by Brian, the big wig. So as you can see, with the business, it's great because it's growing without you not having to do much. But the best thing about it is you're sharing it because you love it and you have a passion for it. And you don't have to nag friends or family. It's quite easy. You just have to share what you like to do, what you love to do. And if you're sharing things about feeling healthy, you're creating that financial freedom. Thank you, Beck.
Oh, thanks so much. Can you hear me? Yes. I love that we don't have to hunt down our friends and family. The only person on my team that I knew beforehand is my sister, Rach, who's going to be sharing a bit later in this event. So I've met so many amazing people and now get to work with this, amazing group of people who are on the same journey. So I love that it just opens up new doors to create new friendships. So I'd like to ask Carlina to come on now. She's already been introduced, and she's going to talk about how we get paid, because that's a bit different to traditional business as well. So thanks, Carlina.
Thanks, Beck. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. So I get to talk to you about how we get paid, which is something that I love to talk about, mainly because it's a direct reflection on just how many people we've helped. And I believe that it's hard to be truly healthy if you have a lot of financial stress in your life. So that's something that I know all too well about, and I'm sure a lot of people in WA know those financial stresses as well with the mining industry. So there are 3 ways that we get paid in this business. I hope you can see this. The first way is in retail. Now, this is the money that you make on your customer sales and your team's customer sales. And the best part about this business is that we just need to connect the customer with head office or Juice Plus, and they do the rest. So they handle the payment, they hold the stock and ship the stock. And unlike lots of other businesses, we don't need to hold parties, we don't need to hold the stock, we don't need to do anything crazy like that. I certainly wouldn't be in this business if that was something that I had to do. So there's also no large startup fees, and there's no monthly minimums, which is great. We're just really in the business of recommending people to Juice Plus, just like if you were to go see a good movie or go to a great hairdresser, you go and tell your friends about it. And that's pretty much what we do. And what I love best, and I didn't actually realise until I started, was that we can actually grow our business in 27 countries around the world, unlike our traditional business, which we can only grow here in Australia. So that's massive. Now, the second way we get paid is in commission. This is the residual income or the passive income. And we get this, we like to call it the beach money. You get this as your customer base grows and your team grows and their customer base grows. And once they start to gather momentum, this is when you start making the real money, or what we like to call the beach money, because you can literally be sitting on a beach somewhere sipping cocktails and there's still money landing on in your bank account, which is amazing. And I've done this several times. I've been on holidays and there's still money landing in my bank account, which is amazing. Now, the last way that we get paid is in bonuses. And this is my favorite part, because I don't know too many businesses nowadays that hand out bonuses, but Juice Plus, being the company with a heart, they love to give us bonuses to reward us along the way. And as we help our team reach certain levels in the business, we get rewarded as well. So this company is just amazing. That's all from me about how we get paid. So I'm going to hand it over to Rachel now. Thanks, Rach.
Thanks, Carlina. Super exciting to hear how we get paid. I guess that was one of the reasons why I was attracted to the business. I got introduced to the products by my sister Beck about 2 years ago, and they just totally changed my life and the life of my son, who's 12. I'm a single mum, and I was working full-time at the time, and just run absolutely ragged trying to manage full-time work, being a single mum, and school drop-off and pick-up and all of those things. And I just was looking for a way to earn a little bit of extra money so that I had more choices. And since I've been doing the business, I have had more choices. I've been able to actually do a couple of holidays that I would never have been able to do if it wasn't for the income that I've been able to generate from the business. And I'm just so excited that I've been able to join hands with other mums that are also looking for opportunity to work from home around their busy family lives and be there for their kids. I know for me, it's been really important to be able to drop Caleb at school in the mornings and pick him up most afternoons. And, you know, that wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have flexible working options. And yeah, it's been great that this business gives me even more opportunities to grow that into the future. And I'm hoping that as that grows in the future, I'll be able to cut back on my job, my Monday to Friday job, and do Juice Plus. I never will forget the bonus money that I spent, because that's one thing that they say you have to do, spend it on yourself. And I'll never forget the look on Caleb's face when I was able to buy tickets to see Adele in concert. And he's never ever been able to do that before, so he was so excited, and it was memories that we've made that we'll never forget. So it's been an awesome journey so far. Thanks, Carlina. I'm going to hand it back to you now.
That's so awesome, Rach. I love that we get to spend our bonus money on ourselves and our kids, which is amazing. The business came into my life about 18 months ago, at the time when we were so financially stressed because our traditional business in mining wasn't doing so well with the downturn in mining. And I was looking at having to go back to work and get a 9-to-5 job. I'm a mum of 4 and my partner works away. So getting a 9-to-5 job it freaked me out. I didn't know how I was going to fit that into my crazy hectic life. And I didn't want to, because being a mum is my most important role. And I want to be there for all the drop-offs, all the pickups, all the sick days, everything, sports, everything. That's what I want to do. So when the business crossed my path, it just made complete sense to me that I could create an income around my life and still be there to do my most important role, which is being a mum. So I jumped on board straight away. And I haven't looked back. Not only did it help with my own sanity, because I had lost myself in that mum role. Even though being a mum's my most important role, I kind of got stuck in that role and lost touch with a lot of my friends, and lost touch with myself, but this business has helped me to grow, and with the amazing support network that we have and the amazing women in our team, that they're there to help support you and help you grow along the way. And it's just been great for my kids as well. So I am so excited to share this with as many other mums as possible, and just to help them have that same financial freedom that I have to be at home with my family. So that's all from me. Back to you, Beck.
Thanks so much, Carlina. Well, and thanks, Rach. I just love hearing those stories about, how much you girls are loving the business, spending bonus money on yourselves, doing things that you never could have done without this business opportunity. So if you're watching this and anything's resonated with you, if you're looking for something more in life, if you're sick of just, the grind and never having enough, if you're wanting your kids to look at you and go, Mum, you are really happy now, what's happened to you? That's been our experience on this journey, where, we're doing the mum thing better. One, because we're feeling healthier, but two, because we're working on our dreams now. And it's a self-development journey, really. We're encouraged to shine and be the best we can, and just encourage each other. And it's just an amazing community. So if anything has resonated with you, or if you have any questions, I'd really encourage you to reach out to the person that sent you this link and get those questions answered, because this could be just exactly what you're looking for. And, for a $165 outlay, I would say, why not give it a go? So thank you for watching this right to the end. I hope you've enjoyed sitting down as a mum for half an hour. It's a rare thing. And, we hope to be meeting you very soon. Thank you and good night.